Ninja here with Tony Farmer, John Henson, and Iain MacMillan from SI.com. Guys, let's look at upset alerts now here for the round of 64. You know, as bettors, we know about the 12 knocking off of 5. We know about the 13 knocking off of 4. There are stats out there where if you just went ahead and blindly bet the 12s and 13s, spreads and money lines, you'd be up pretty comfortably over the last 16 tournaments. IMAC, I'll start with you here. Round of 64, what screams upset alert or live dog for you?
I'm going to say a team, and we're going to talk about Cinderella's a little bit later. So I'm going to talk about this team even more a little bit later. But there's one team, and I don't think anyone else is going to pick this team to pull off an upset. You might only hear me say this team, but Troy to beat Kentucky, a 14-3 seed. Troy shoots the 3-ball a lot, and they create a lot of extra scoring chances for themselves through forcing turnovers and grabbing offensive boards. Anytime there's a mix of that, there's a live upset. If they get hot from 3 against this Kentucky team, I know different coach for Kentucky this year, but a Kentucky team that has underperformed in the first round of March Madness the past handful of years. That is one that is a big underdog that I'm eyeing in the opening round.
Alabama, all of a sudden, maybe a basketball state, and Troy certainly, mimics what the Crimson Tide do there in the SEC. They love to put the ball up, like you said, IMAC. Very, very interesting one, and I probably am confident that neither John nor Tony will repeat that one. So, John Henson, how about you? Last year, we had Yale beating Auburn. We had Duquesne beating BYU. We had Grand Canyon. We had James Madison and more, all scoring great upsets in that round of 64. John Henson, what grabs your eye?
I'm going to go the UCSD Tritons. When you look at Ken Palm, right, and you're just looking Alabama, Kansas, Baylor, even VCU, then you see like random, you see UC San Diego in the top 40. It kind of sticks out to you, and they have elite kind of advanced metrics. And from a matchup perspective, they're 7th in turnover percentage on offense, and they force you a lot of turnovers while also taking care of the ball themselves. So that's actually matchup-wise bad for a Michigan team that led the Big Ten in turnovers, and they turn the ball over at a higher rate than all but 35 teams, right? So from a matchup perspective, this could be a tricky game for Michigan because they do not take care of the ball, and the Tritons are not going to get them extra possession. So that would be the team that I would say, hey, look, keep an eye on them because they're ranked top 40 in Ken Palm. Michigan is currently 25. They're 36. I think this has a chance to be a real ball game.
Yeah, they are one of the sexy teams in that round of 64. Their first year of eligibility, I believe, as well. And they are on the tip of a lot of folks' tongues out there. Couple good ones here, Tony. Put a bow on it. Give me your livest dog in the round of 64.
So I'm with John on this one. UC San Diego, you guys heard me say I bet it plus 130 yesterday. It's down to plus 118 at the same book that I bet it at. It's getting a little trendy. And I know John said earlier in the show, he feels good that other people are hopping on the Florida bandwagon. When other people start saying they like my dog, that makes me feel worse. I'm like, now I like him a little less, But I still do like him for a lot of the reasons John mentioned, the huge discrepancy on Ken Palm with the turnovers, but also Michigan's strength is inside with their 2-point field goals, and UC San Diego is really good at defending that. So I think they can neutralize that strength there from Michigan. UC San Diego does have a lot of experience. Their top 6 players who play the most, 3 seniors and 3 juniors. So I don't think the moment's going to be too big for them. I think they hang tough in this game, and I definitely like them at plus 130.
I will say, if I can add to that really quick, Ninja, obviously I watch a lot of UC San Diego because I'm a big West guy with UC Irvine. They took down my Anteaters in the final, but I would say don't be afraid to take UC San Diego in the first round because they are popular. If you actually remember, just last year, the most popular first round upset was JMU over Wisconsin, I believe. Everyone was on it, and then I know some people were like, it's too popular, I'm afraid I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take Wisconsin, and JMU ended up winning that game somewhat comfortably, if I remember correctly. So yes, UC San Diego is going to be a team a lot of people are going to talk about this week. Don't be afraid to back them just because they are a popular pick. They're a popular pick for a good reason.